Welcome, and thank you for coming. People that come year after year may notice that we're up a little higher this year, and that's because PBS is filming this. They're taping this to show later on the Health Channel, and to protect your privacy and not to show the back of your heads, that we're going to raise everybody up. So I'm Michele Kessler, and on behalf of the MGH Leadership Council for Psychiatry and my dear friend and co-chair, Carol Carpenter, and our fellow Leadership Council members, I am very pleased to welcome you to the 14th Annual Advances in Mental Health Treatments. This year, it's Innovations Guiding the Future seminar. Carol and I, with a core group of Palm Beach neighbors, several of whom are here today, launched the Leadership Council here in my living room. We were inspired by the work of the Department of Psychiatry at Mass General Hospital, and we were galvanized by the tremendous need for mental health care, for research to improve and find new treatments, and for light to shine in the dark nights of isolation. We wanted to help. 15 years and 93 members later, our mission remains the same: to advance knowledge and treatment of mental illness, to reduce its stigma, and to promote understanding and compassion for those who suffer. We do this through personal advocacy and outreach and through philanthropic support of the Department of Psychiatry. We say that no family goes untouched. We say this because mental illnesses are among the most common health conditions in this country. More than 50% of people in the United States will be diagnosed with a mental illness or disorder at some point in their lifetime. 1 in 5 will experience a mental illness in any given year. 1 in 25 lives with a serious mental illness, such as bipolar disorder, major depression, or schizophrenia. Unfortunately, most who are suffering do not have access to care. In fact, 60% of adults in this country do not receive any mental health care treatment, and among kids, it's even worse. 80% do not have access to mental or behavioral therapy. With your help, Mass General is working to change that through innovative advances in clinical care and research. Several doctors from Mass General will share their groundbreaking work with you this morning. One brave woman will share with you her struggle with severe depression, and you're going to also hear from her caregiver about the new treatment that restored her life. But first, you will hear from Dr. Maurizio Fava, Chief of Psychiatry at Mass General. While he's new to this role, he is familiar to many of you. Dr. Fava has been at Mass General for more than 3 decades. He is a world-renowned expert in the field of depression. He served as Executive Vice Chair of the Department of Psychiatry before becoming the chair in October. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Maurizio Fava.
Thank you so much, Michele, for a very kind introduction. And I'd like to first thank Michele and Howard for hosting us, for the gracious and generous hosting. This is a wonderful event, and of course, I want to thank both Michele and Carol for the leadership of the Leadership Council, their vision, their commitment, their devotion to helping those who suffer from mental illness has been absolutely critical, and they've touched countless lives over the past 15 years of the Leadership Council. I also like to thank all of you for attending this morning's seminar. I think it sends an important message to all of us that what we're doing is meaningful. And I also like to thank the faculty has come down from the cold weather of Boston to Palm Beach. So it's a big sacrifice. But I also would like to acknowledge someone else came down with our faculty as Dr. Britt Nicholson. Let me see if I can see him. All right. Oh, okay, thank you. Hey, Britt. Britt is our Senior Vice President for Development. He's a wonderful doctor, but also someone who's making a difference by overseeing our development team. So thank you, Britt, for being here. I want to bring to you greetings from Mass General, a wonderful institution, as Michele mentioned. I've been there for over 3 decades. And I want to thank all of you for the support of the Leadership Council, which has really made a difference to our department. In the past fiscal year, the Leadership Council alone contributed nearly $800,000 in unrestricted support to our work. And unrestricted funds are some of the most valuable dollars raised for the hospital. The Council raises philanthropic dollars that are flexible and allow the department leadership to invest in new projects, provide bridge funding for faculty projects, and to encourage innovation. I think that I'm going to try to give you a little bit of a sense as the new chief of some of the priorities that I see for our department: expanding access to care. So many people who suffer from mental illness don't have access to care, or their care is substandard. We want to really change that. We want to leverage new technologies. We want to, such as smartphone applications and telemedicine, to have a greater outreach. And we want to provide new ways of interacting and consulting to other doctors and colleagues to improve the care of patients throughout the country and the world. We want to disseminate state-of-the-art information about psychiatric treatments through the internet. We want to become a source of information for both the public and colleagues. We also want to embrace new models of care that are more team-based, leveraging paraprofessionals to meet the demand of mental health treatment. And we want to create a new institute for training of mental health paraprofessionals that will be a model for the country. We want to also launch initiatives that change how mental illness and stress affect the workplace. There are data that suggests 50% of millennials have taken time off from work because of mental, 50%, 50, of millennials have taken time off because of mental health or stress. We want to reach out to workplace and create new, leveraging the Benson Herring Institute, new models of kind of resilience and stress reduction in the workplace. These are some of the things that we would like to do, and your support will be absolutely critical.